Most people think wealth looks exciting: fast cars, viral startups, big headlines. But the rich often build empires from places you ignore. The real machine is quieter than that. No hype, no applause, no drama. Just money repeating itself. This is the secret. Rich people love businesses that are boring enough to be ignored, because ignored systems are often the most profitable. Why would someone choose a laundry room over a tech startup? Why pick storage doors over headlines? Why choose dull over dazzling? Because the rich are not buying excitement, they are buying control. And boring businesses are control in its purest form.
A boring business solves the same problem every day. Same need, same customer, same payment. That repetition becomes power. Glamorous businesses chase attention. Boring businesses capture habits. Attention is unstable. Habit is reliable. The rich understand something most people never learn. Predictability is more valuable than excitement. Quiet systems outlive loud dreams. To understand this, you need to see 3 hidden layers: psychology, cash flow, and leverage. Miss one, and the system stays invisible. Chapter 1, the psychology of boring. This is where most people walk away from wealth before they even recognize it.
Human brains are addicted to novelty. We chase what feels alive, urgent, and dramatic. Boring looks dead, so we underestimate it. That is not intelligence, it is wiring. The brain mistakes stimulation for opportunity. Rich people train themselves to distrust excitement. They know emotional intensity often hides weak fundamentals. A laundromat does not impress anybody, neither does a car wash. That is exactly the point. Low excitement keeps competition asleep. When the crowd ignores a system, prices stay lower, attention leaves, margins breathe, opportunity survives in silence.
You have felt this bias yourself. You scroll past the simple thing. You stop at the dramatic thing. Your attention is training your financial instincts. The first edge is simple. If something feels boring but solves a permanent human need, do not dismiss it. Study it. Chapter 2, Cash Flow. This is where boring stops looking small and starts looking unstoppable. The rich love boring businesses because boring businesses pay on schedule, weekly, monthly, constantly. Predictable cash flow is a weapon. One customer paying once is fragile. Hundreds of people paying small amounts for basic needs is resilient. Small streams become a river.
A startup may promise future millions. A boring business delivers actual dollars now. Hope is speculative. Cash flow is tangible. Wealth is easier to build when the machine pays for itself. Boring businesses start doing that faster than any glamorous ones ever can. And once that happens, the business is no longer just income. It becomes fuel. Fuel for the next machine and the next. This is why boring businesses scale quietly. One storage unit becomes 3, 3 become 10. Subtly, the honor is no longer working. The system is. The average person buys income with time. The rich buy systems that detach income from effort. That is a different game entirely.
The magic is not glamour, it is crisp repetition. You stop chasing the one big score, you start owning the daily transaction. Chapter 3, Leverage. Because boring businesses are not just cash machines, they are assets powerful enough to bend banks. A boring business with stable revenue is attractive to lenders. Banks do not care about cool, they care about reliable payments. If the machine is boring enough, predictable enough, and proven enough, it can borrow against itself. Now the asset starts multiplying through leverage. This is the part most people never see. The boring business is not the end, it is the collateral for the next move.
One person buys a flashy car to look rich, another buys a dull machine that finances 3 more. Guess which one becomes free? The middle class often buys symbols, the wealthy buy engines. Symbols consume money, engines produce it. Once you understand this, your taste changes. Boring stops feeling dull, it starts feeling powerful. Because what looked ordinary was never ordinary, it was hidden leverage, hidden consistency, hidden freedom. And the final twist is this: the rich do not love boring because it feels good, they love it because it removes chaos.
That is what you are really buying when you own the unsexy machine. Less drama, less guessing, less dependence on luck. Deep down, that is what most people want too. Not infinite excitement, just enough control to stop feeling hunted by money. You do not need a glamorous empire to change your life. Sometimes one reliable system is enough to shift your future forever. Once you see the system, you cannot unsee it. Every plain building starts asking a new question. What does this machine produce every month?
That question changes everything, because now you are no longer shopping for status, you are scanning for systems. Most people will scroll past the system, a few will learn to see it, subscribe, and we will keep revealing the invisible rules hiding in plain sight.